She said nothing. There was no point. She had learned long ago that silence was her only weapon, her only peace. She was just approaching the bend near the stream when she saw someone sitting at the base of a large tree. It was an old woman, fragile, her back bent like a bow, with a bunch of firewood sticks tied beside her. Her wrapper was dusty, and her arms shook slightly as she tried to stand but failed. Kamsi dropped her keg immediately and rushed to her. "Mama, are you okay?" The woman looked up slowly. Her lips were dry. Her voice was almost a whisper. "My daughter, my strength failed me on the way." "Are you thirsty?" Kamsi asked gently. The old woman nodded weakly. Without a second thought, Kamsi ran down to the stream, scooped clean water in her keg, and brought it back. She helped the old woman drink. Then she cleaned her hands and face with her scarf. "Let me help you carry your firewood home." The old woman's eyes widened. "Are you serious? My daughter, many people have passed me today. Some even hissed at me. Not one person stopped. God bless you, child." Kamsi lifted the heavy bundle of firewood on her head without complaint and helped the woman walk slowly home. They reached a small compound at the edge of the village, overgrown, dusty, and sad-looking. Kamsi looked around and said, "Mama, your compound is dirty." Before the woman could respond, Kamsi dropped the firewood and grabbed a broom. She swept the yard. She chopped the firewood neatly. She arranged the kitchen. She started a fire with dried sticks. The old woman just stood by the wall, holding her chest in surprise. Her mouth was slightly open, blinking repeatedly like someone watching magic. "You have a kind heart," she said softly. "You will go places." Kamsi smiled faintly, sweat running down her jaw. "Go where?" she thought to herself. From the stream to the farm? Maybe from the kitchen to the backyard? As Kamsi prepared to leave, the woman stepped inside her room and returned with a neatly folded wrapper and a string of coral beads glowing like sunrise. She handed them to Kamsi. "This wrapper and these beads have been in my family for generations. I wore them on my wedding day. I was supposed to give them to my daughter, but I have none. Take it. Wear it to the competition. It will bring good luck." Kamsi froze. "Competition?" she asked slowly. "Yes." The woman nodded. "Don't look at yourself as nothing. Even if others say you don't belong, you still have the right to show up. Wear it proudly." "But my stepmother won't let me go." "Do not reject blessings from strangers. Accept this one." Kamsi held the gift close, her heart dancing quietly. "If you ever need anything," she said softly, "ask for Kamsi, Chief Okuru's daughter." As she made her way back to the stream, she couldn't stop smiling. For the first time in a long time, something beautiful had happened. She looked at the white cloth wrapped around the wrapper and beads, then pressed it to her chest. Even if she didn't attend the dancing competition, at least now she had something beautiful to call her own. But home, as always, was waiting to crush her joy. Madame Vero was already standing at the entrance with a furious face. "Where have you been? We have been waiting for water since morning." "Mummy, I saw Mama Chuka by the roadside. She was tired. I helped her carry firewood to her house." Vero hissed. "So now you are helping old women while we are roasting inside this house without water? You're now Mother Christmas? Have you gone mad?" "No, Ma," Kamsi said quietly. "She gave me a wrapper and beads. See." Vero's eyes caught the shimmer of the wrapper and beads. Immediately, a thought struck her. "Drop it and go and pound yam for your father." Kamsi nodded and carefully placed the gift in the old box her late mother had left her. She locked the box, humming quietly as she pounded yam. That night, when the house was quiet and Kamsi snored in deep sleep, Vero crept into her room. She tiptoed to the box, opened it, took the wrapper and beads, and hid them under her own pile of clothes. The next morning, Kamsi jumped out of bed. She was glowing. She rushed to her box, opened it, and froze. Her wrapper was gone. Her beads were gone. She screamed. Tears gushed out instantly. She searched the corners of the room. She lifted her mattress. She ran to the kitchen. Nothing. Then she ran to Vero's door. "Mama! Mama! My special wrapper is missing!" Vero didn't even look up. "Then you were careless. You lost it. But I locked it in my box. Please don't disturb me this morning. Go and find yourself work to do." Kamsi stood still, her body trembling, her chest rising and falling like thunderclouds. She walked back to her room quietly and sat on the floor. The only gift she had ever received in her life. Gone. The only thing that had made her smile in months. Gone. She didn't eat that day. She didn't speak. And for the first time in a long time, she began to believe that maybe she was truly cursed. Maybe she was really bad luck. And maybe she would never leave that house. It was still dark when the roosters began their foolish crowing, but Vero was already on her feet, tying her gold wrapper with military focus. Today was the day. The day her daughter would dance her way into royalty. The day she, Vero, would begin her journey to becoming the Queen Mother. "Kamsi!" she shouted, banging a stick against the iron pot like she was waking up a stubborn goat. "Get up from that mat before I pour water on your body. Today is not the day to be lazy. We need you like never before." Kamsi blinked sleep out of her eyes and slowly sat up on her mat. Her back ached. Her bones begged for 5 more minutes, but she knew better. She stood up immediately. No complaints, no questions. Other mothers were shouting too. The whole village was a madhouse. It was the bride selection ceremony, and it felt like war prep. Kamsi helped Oma boil hot water and mix in the special oils and perfume Vero had bought from the traveling traders. The air smelt like vanilla and desperation. She massaged Oma's arms, rubbed cream on her glowing legs, pressed her waist with hot towels while Oma yawned lazily and scrolled through nothing on her imaginary city phone. By morning, Kamsi's eyes were red, her fingers stiff, her back soaked with sweat. But she still washed the dishes, still swept the compound, still fetched more water, and she did it all with silence. Vero was glowing. Her lace gown shimmered like the sun had melted on her chest. She adjusted her head tie and checked herself twice in the cracked mirror. "Kamsi," she barked, "clean this house before we return."